Hi everyone, welcome to my gardening channel, Annabelle in the Garden. I'm filming this on a really beautiful sunny September day. You don't get many of these in the UK, especially not around the autumn solstice, but this year it's been absolutely glorious. And I've just picked the last of my butterhead lettuces to enjoy for a late summer salad. I've got some Tom Thumb lettuces that are still coming up, which is great news, so I can be enjoying those well into October. And I'm also going to plant today some year-round lettuces. I'm not going to put them inside, I'm going to put them straight in a trench and then thin them out when they get big enough. And I'll use a fleece or a cloche if it gets a bit cold, and hopefully those will keep me fed well into December, which is great news. The other jobs that we need to think about doing this time of year as autumn approaches are buying and ordering bulbs. Where are you going to put them? What do you want them to look like in your garden? Can you imagine what they'll look like in the spring if you have a bank of daffodils, or if you create a bulb lasagna in your pots to go outside your front door? All of those things you need to start considering. I'm going to go around with my book today and make a list of all the jobs I need to do in the garden, such as splitting perennials, moving any shrubs I want to move, reorganising any borders that I want to reorganise. Sometimes they just get a bit tired, or the plants that are in there aren't quite right anymore. I've got one border which has just become a really hot, dry bed because the weather's so much hotter and drier than it used to be. So that's going to need a bit of a reorganise. And in the veg garden, I've got things to do there. I'm sowing lots of the green manure. This is an autumn mix, and that will provide ground cover. It will stop the weeds growing. It's also brilliant. It adds nutrition back into the soil. And I'm also going to mulch the areas of the veg garden that I haven't put green manure on, garden maintenance. And I'm going to take lots of cuttings as well. I'm going to take cuttings of all the pelargoniums that I've had growing in my courtyard garden this summer and make sure that I've got some for next year. I can keep the ones that I've had in the pots going all over the winter and bring them inside, but they do tend to get a bit woody, so it's lovely to have some cuttings with lovely fresh green growth to put out next summer as well. And if you want to put any autumn bedding in, now's also the chance to think about that. Is it going to be violas? Is it going to be polyanthus? Just have a think about all your lovely winter flowering plants that you can put out that will give you a lovely bright display over the winter months. So that's it for now. Happy gardening, and don't forget to enjoy the good weather.